Good morning, all. Really lovely to see you all. And we're going to start the session today, just coming into sitting and just make yourself comfortable. Excuse me while I just fiddle around with things. There we are. And hands resting in the laps, or else you can bring them onto the knees. You can use one of the mudras if you want, thumb to index finger, or like we were doing last week, thumb to third finger, fourth finger, the other two fingers pointing away, and then palms up. So do take your pick, however you want to practice here. And that goes along actually the next 2 hours. Just remember to adapt, to drop out if you need to, just to kind of vary things. I mean, I'll give suggestions, but just make this your practice rather than feeling you've got to just kind of follow the instruction. Okay, so bringing the gaze down to a point in front of you. And just allow it to soften. And with that softening, feel the awareness start to draw inwards, away from the surface of the body, and that pull of the senses outwards into the world outside your yoga mat. And drawing the mind home into the sensation of the body. And when you're ready to, allow your eyes to shut. And eyes shutting, bringing the mind home into the flow of your breath. And as you breathe your next in-breath, breathe this in-breath or note it with fresh eyes. So just noting it however you find it. Feel the freshness of the breath. Just feeling it in each moment as you breathe in. So it comes without any residue of the past or the breath before. Feel the freedom in that new breath. And drawing awareness to your out-breath now. And allow this out-breath to connect you to your body, to the sensation of the body. And into that sensation of out-breath, bringing whatever intention you want to do into your practice, but infusing that intention with a sense of gratitude. All the unseen systems beneath the body's surface. The very fact of being able to be present, sentient. And conscious. And we rest in the breath for a few more moments. you've got your hands in a mudra now, or on the lap even, just opening out the hands now, so the palms are facing upwards. And I'd like you to start to draw your palms upwards to heart level. And there, eyes still shut, to bring the palms together at the heart. And bowing the head to the palms, to the heart. And to your practice intention. And to the infinite capacity of the heart to manifest. Eyes opening again when you're ready and dropping the hands down. And we're starting coming around and onto all fours. So just planting hands underneath your shoulders. You know when you see cats kind of needing, like something soft when they're just settling, nesting. You just lift up your hands and turn a few times and really spread out into your fingers. Then plant them back down again. And as you do that, really allow your breath to deepen. Nice deep Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Down to the belly. And then you can plant your hands down and just let your hips sway a little bit from one side to the other. And a really nice deep out breath. And then your toes are tucking under. Now just hinge forwards and back now a couple of times. And we're just kind of doing this really to open up your arches. You'll kind of feel as you ease backwards into your heels. There's that lovely sense of stretch through the arches of the feet as the feet start to wake up. Another round of breath or so here. And when you're ready, bending your knees a little bit as you arrive, find your way into a down dog. Now, this down dog of the day is a bit of bend through the knees. And you can kind of check you've got that by putting a little bit of bounce into the balls of the feet. And then you can use that as your lever to lift up into your spine. It's like it's just hanging down. And we'll take a deep out breath through the mouth. Now root into your left leg. So really anchor your left heel to the floor. And then you can float up your right leg. Float it as high as you can. And just check you're pointing your toes. And I'd like you to washing machine or tumble dry that leg down. So it's just going to flap its way down, shake its way down from side to side, all the way down and back to the floor. Reaffirm the shape of your down dog. Lift up into your sit bones. A bit of bend through the knees again. And your left leg is floating up. Remember again, point the toes. Really ease it up into the sky above you. And another starting with shaking that left leg down. Really wobble it out all the way down. And back to the floor. Bend the knees, reaffirm the shape again, and out breath through the mouth. And your feet are coming forward. However you want, a big step forward, a jump, a walk, And whether you want, biting your feet up by your hands and offering your spine. Breathe in, look forward, and folding down the length of the legs. Now coming to rise, however you want, I'm going to bring the arms up in a big circle. You can come up the centre line. And you're riding back to your heart. And back to your practice intention. Eyes shutting, and we'll take 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Just feeling the body in stillness, in standing. And a final round together. And then you're going to lift your hands up and over the head. Now you're stretching out into that known as sky diamond, and so you're finding this lovely sense of reaching up from earth into your fingertips. Breathe in fully. And breathing out, offering the hands down the centre line. Bit of bend through the knees, and you're hinging forward into a forward fold. Once you're there, a little bit of sway through the lower spine, from side to side. We're going to come up again in a moment. Choose whether you're coming up the centre line, hands in a big circle. Getting ready, breathing in, lifting up, opening up your energy. And out breath to heart. Another time. Hands rising up with your in-breath, breathing in. Give yourself a couple of breaths here again. So I think this asana, there's so much space you can kind of find within the body. And do just check here, whilst we are hanging out here, that you are lifting up through your lower spine, so you really create space through the vertebrae. Breathing in, the next out breath, folding down the centre line, and you're back into that forward fold. And with a little bit of sway from side to side. When you're ready to, again, finding your way back up to standing, hands above the head, breathing in, arriving. This time coming straight down into the forward fold, so not so much pausing this time. Out breath, back down, with a little sway for a breath or so. And we're coming up again. Breathing in. And down. Breathing out. And now this time, slightly different, we're going to arrive into chair. So after that little bit of sway, you're going to bend your knees down, spit deep, and an in-breath, arms floating up again, keep sinking down into your heels. Pausing there. Another in-breath. And pressing down into your heels to straighten the legs, and the arms will come back and into the heart. 3 rounds of breath, back in the heart, into asana. Just see here as you arrive, can you soften your shoulders a little bit more if it is possible? Feel that downward flow of gravity through the body. And then, an in-breath, hands coming back into the sky diamond. floating out above the head. And your out breath, finding their way back down into Uttanasana. If you're feeling back to the legs now a little bit more open, you can start to lift up a little bit more through the backs of the legs. Your hands can just float in front of you. Wherever you want to put your hands, just make them comfortable there to support all the legs as well. Now just look down to the floor, just in front of your feet. And then bring your fingertips down, or else if you want to offer the spine with hands on legs, choose that version. In breath, offering your spine. Breathe in all the way up and into your heart. Out breath, palms down, and we'll step back and into down dog. Now, a bit of bend through the knees again in down dog, a tiny bit of bounce through the balls, and then accentuate the shape of your down dog. Give yourself a breath also, just really reach up into your sit bones. And taking your time now, we're going to come forward and into a plank. We're going to then come back into down dog pose, so no lower down this time. In breath, take time, move back into your view, shuffle them back if you need to, looking forward, breathing in. Breathing out, ease your way back and into down dog. Long, steady breaths. So move forward again into a plank. Breathe in, slow wide. Lift up to your belly. And out breath. Finding your way back and into down dog. Are the balls of your feet still buoyant? Can you lift your toes maybe? Can you put a little bit of bounce there into your down dog? And then coming forward and onto all fours. Do take your time here, so you really keep the control of the knees coming down, pelvis coming back, and you're going to sink back onto your heels, arms stretched out. Give yourself a few resting breaths here. Now, Cobra, finding that spirit of the snake here, and imagine how it would be to kind of have to slide or to move, sliding forward on your bed, and then in your own snake-like way, we're going to just breathe in, breathe out as well at some point, and just slide forward onto the belly. In breath, lifting up. Just let go of any tension through the head, through the neck. A little bit sway from side to side. Toes tucking under, knees lifting, easing back almost through the plank and then into down dog. Again, adjust your feet, find that buoyancy through the balls of the feet into your down dog. Breathe in, look forward, and breathing out, feet to the top of the mat. And folding. Come to rise, arms up above the head. Stretch out through the spine, out breath, back and into the heart. We're going to come into chair now. So take your time first and just drop down into your heels. And you know that you've been finding that bounciness through the balls of the feet. You can still find it here in your chair. You keep that softness. Now draw your belly inwards, and then the arms can float up. Breathing in, and folding down the center line into Uttanasana. In breath, offering your spine. Take time. Palms coming down. And you're easing back into down dog. Now to come down towards Cobra, you can drop here down onto your knees and then come back to your heels, just like we were doing so. If you are in an energetic Saturday morning mood, then you can find your way into a plank, breathing in and breathing out, lowering down in your plank to the floor. One way or another, we're all going to find our way onto the belly, and then from there, in breath to Cobra. Out breath back and into down dog. Breathing in, lift up into your sit bones. And then with your next rounded in breath, looking forward, breathing in. And breathing out, your feet walking forward or jumping forward and stepping forward to the top of the back, offering your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, folding down the legs. Come to rise, breathing in. And breathing out, hands to the heart. Slightly different this time. An in-breath, a big circle with the hands up and above the head. Breathe in as you rise. And catch hold of the right wrist with your left hand. Take that right wrist over to the left leg. So you're swaying to the side of the body. Come back to the center line. Catch hold of the left wrist with right. Take that left wrist over to the right hand side. Take both hands back to the center line, release the wrists, stretch up the palms, hands are apart here. And start to fold down your center line and back into vinyasa. Breathing out, arriving. Opening your spine, breathe in and up into your heart. And out breath, hands down, a little buoyancy on the balls of the feet. So you're just kind of bouncing here, a little kind of squatty uttanasana here. Now from here you're going to come back into plank. So you can either step your way back, or whilst keeping that bounce, rooting down into the hands, you can spin back. Go on your out breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And you can lie back into plank. Now again, lowering down onto your knees or else lowering the body down onto the mat. So either version. If you're coming this way, you're coming back to the heels. Lowering down, you're on the belly. And we're all meeting on the belly. Breathing in into Cobra. And breathing out back into down dog. And while you're in down dog now, just pause there for a breath or so. Maybe release it through the mouth. And your left leg is floating, sorry, your right leg is floating out. Really point the toes again, stretch up and into that right foot. And right foot is going to swing through towards your hands. So if you want to stand up first and then bring the right foot through, that's fine. But bringing the right foot so it's more or less in alignment with your fingertips. Ease back into your left heel and starting to lower that left knee down to the floor. Moving in, arms straighten out. We're going to take 2 more rounds of breath there. Next round of breath. And your left hand is coming down. Your right hand's actually kind of staying up there. And then you can just circle that right arm around and up. So you're kind of taking it into a twist. Lift up and into your heart here, 3 rounds of breath. Next round. And your right hand will come down. Now you can either plant it down on the floor on the little toe edge, or else you can bring it up onto the thigh or the knee, whatever works for you. Tuck under the toes of the back foot, lift up the knee, and you're now rotating into a triangle. So you plant the back foot down, right hand on the floor, left arm starting to lift up as you straighten up through the right leg. 3 breaths here. Next round of breath. Left hand coming down, and you're into a forward fold down this front leg. Now do put a bit of bend through that front leg if you need to, but all the time looking to lift up through it. So you're drawing energy up and back out of your sit bones. Breathe in, look forward, and breathing out, folding down the front leg. Now root into your hands, rotate that back foot so it's parallel now with the mat, and then step your right leg up and back behind you, point out the toes again, and you're going to shake, tumble dry, washing machine that back leg back down through the mat. And right foot on the floor. If you want to take a vinyasa then, now this is your time to do so. If you want to just come down into child for a few breaths, it's a nice time to do so, as just hanging in, down, dog. So decide what you'll do. Breathing in, your vinyasa, breathing out, lowering, in breath, cobra, and out breath, up and back into down dog. All arriving back into down dog now, and your left leg is floating up. Now point the toes again of the left foot, really stretch up into the left foot, root down into your right heel, and the left foot is coming through between the hands. Lowering down your right knee, and lifting up into Anjaneyasana. 3 full rounds of breath there. Next round, and you're finding your way down into the twist. So, let me just get this right. Right hand on the floor, and left hand's lifting up. And you're taking this into the twist, over to the left, remembering to lift up and into your heart here. 3 rounds. The left hand's going to find its way to the floor, to the shin. Toes tucking under on the back foot, lift up, root down your back foot, and that back heel, starting to lift into triangle. So you're drawing up through the left leg, right arm floating up. Both feet anchored, long deep breaths. And the right hand is coming down. So it's bringing the front foot now again, looking forward, just level out the hips, and out there, folding down the front leg. And then you're going to bring your left hand over to the big toe edge of that front foot. And then walking your hands around, so you're now facing the long edge of your mat. Hands are in between the feet in front of you. Breathe in, look forward. And breathing out, folding down in between the legs. Another in-breath, look forward, and then bringing your heels in so your toes are pointing out. Root down into your heels. Feel really anchored there. Lift up. And we'll bring the arms out to the sides of the body like bird's wings. Drop down a bit lower. Really use gravity here. Reach out to the left hand side. Reaching out to the right hand side. Keep the breath steady, left hand side, right hand side, one round. Hands coming down. We're going to take them in a big circle and lift up through the legs, straighten them up. Rotate your feet to parallel, out there, hands back into the heart. And we'll step your feet back together, facing along the long edge of the mat. Eyes shut. 3 rounds of breath. The day start, eyes opening again, and from the feet, start to draw up through the legs into your pelvis. A little bit of lift through the pelvic floor, belly join to support the base of the spine. Breathe in, lift up through your rib cage, the shoulders soft, gaze soft. Just imagine any congestion, as it were, any of those kind of thought processes that kind of spin your head a little bit. Just imagine all of that is clearing downwards, draining downwards, down through the legs, the feet, the earth. And an in-breath, the palms will float up. And out breath, we're going to fold down the center line into a forward fold here. And once you arrive there, you just pigeon toe your feet so they're hips width apart from one another. And then, bending the toes as much as you need to, with scooping the second and third finger on both sides underneath the big toe, between the big toe and the first toe. So you're kind of cupping your big toe, the second and third finger, and the thumb is on the inner edge of the big toe. Now breathe in, bend your knees as much as you need. Breathe in, look forward, and breathing out, folding down the legs. So it's like you're using this hold on the big toe to always act like a lever to draw your spine down. Elbows out to the sides of the body, like you're drawing the spine down the length of the legs. At the same time, lifting up and into your sit bones. Forward again, keep that toe hold. And this time, lifting up the soles of the feet and planting the palms underneath the soles of the feet. Palms and fingers are facing backwards towards your heels. And you're bringing the big toes, forward toes, up as close as you can to the crease of the legs. Do that on both sides. Do bend your knees a little bit here. Breathe in, look forward. And breathing out, elbows to the sides again, and you're folding down the length of the legs. Look forwards again, release your hands, coming up into standing, arms above the head. Out breath, hands to the heart, and we're going to step or jump your feet wide apart again. Make sure your inner edges of the feet are parallel with one another. In breath, palms floating up. And this time we're bringing the arms around the back of the spine and you're interlacing your fingers behind your back. Now we're going to come into the forward fold, but before you do, just squeeze together your shoulder blades and draw those shoulder blades back, belly to spine. Breathe in, look up, and breathing out. Slow, easy fold down towards the floor, and your arms will just go up. Breathe out as a breath in. Releasing your hands down to the mat. And again, just looking forward. So you're in a forward fold still, just looking forward. Turn your toes in again. Wrong way, heels in again, toes pointing out. Look down into your feet, you're lifting up, you're back into goddess. This time, arms floating up above the head. Sink down a little bit lower, let go of that pull against gravity. Now we're coming into eagle arms here. So your left arm is crossing over your right in front of you. Bring the backs of the palms together and then just sliding them around if you can there. So you bring the palms facing one another. Wherever you're at with that, draw your elbows away from your body. Sink low, a little bit of sway from side to side. Long, steady breaths. I know it feels very intense, it can do this. When you're ready to open up, enjoy that unraveling. Lift up through your legs, straighten them up. And we're on to the other side. So, the right hand is over the left. You've got both arms in that V shape. You're then drawing the backs of the palms together and then sliding the right arm forward and around so you catch the arms together. Elbows away from you, drop down. Deep breaths here. You can either just keep it static as it were, or if you want to keep it a sway. And doing so, keep everything as relaxed as you can through the sensation. Releasing out. Big circle up, legs strengthening. Now turn your back foot in a little bit. Rotate your left foot so it's pointing forward. And we're releasing out into down dog. The hands will come down and you'll step back into down dog. And then a deep out breath through the mouth. In breath coming forward onto all fours. And out breath into child. So you can keep your arms stretched out in front of you here, or you may want to bring the arms either sides of the body, reaching out behind you with a few hands in there. And in the center of all the release of energy, whatever sensations may be flying around in the body, just bring the mind home again, back to the touch of breath in the heart. And feeling the practice intention then through the midst, within that sensation, like an anchor, drawing that mind home. Your hands coming out in front of you, they're not. And from there, find your way onto all fours. And on all fours, you've got a bit of free movement now. Just to ease out into your body. Maybe cat and cow, a little bit of sway or figures of things. A bit of a mixture of all three of those, or more. Just see how it feels like. For a few rounds of breath, just allow your breath to release very softly, thin thread of breath through the mouth. Just find just helps to bring in quietness into the mind, into the body. We'll all end up in a cat and cow for five rounds of breath. And from those rounds of breath, coming back knees together into kneeling on the heels. Hands just resting on the knees. And taking your left hand over to the right knee. Right hand just dropping lightly behind. Just before you do that, just shrug out that right shoulder a couple of times. And that will just take you into very gentle twist. Over to the right hand side. Keep your pelvis as level as you can, so both hip bones are looking to draw forward still. Over to the other side. Right hand to left knee. Left hand dropping behind you. Again, just shrug out that left shoulder a couple of times. One into twist, over to the left. Remember, anchor this right hip down as you do so. That will just help to level the pelvis. both hands on the knees. And coming down and stretching out your legs now in front of you. Toes flexing up to ceiling. Just anchor yourself down on your sit bones and the tops of sit bones. In breath, arms floating up. Out breath, starting to fold, hinge forward. Arms coming to rest where they want to. And a bit of bend out through the elbows to either sides. Look forward, squeeze in. Feel the spine is lifting with that in breath and out breath, folding down and letting go of the head. Feel light. Starting to lift up, your arms can circle up above the head again. And out breath, widening back and into the heart. So hands either side quickly now. And you're bending your knees down. So you're coming down onto the spine, knees bent. And your arms can come out to the sides of the body. In breath, knees dropping over to the right, and your gaze down there. For the next moment or so, taking the knees over the opposite way to the left, and your gaze down the right. Both knees back to the center line, hugging your knees in, and your fingers are sliding over the tops of the knees, pointing forwards away from you. In breath, just releasing your knees away from you as far as your arms want to stretch. Out breath, knees drawing back in. Bring your attention to the core here, to that very lovely, gentle sensation, massaging out the belly with the breath, back of the spine. Take one more round here. And your knees, your feet will drop down. And from here, hands coming out to the sides of the mat. And we're stretching out each leg in turn. And you're arriving into Shavasana. Let's make any last minute adjustments you need to. And with eyes shutting, your body resting on the surface of the eye. You're just doing the one class and you want to spend longer in Shavasana here, and do feel free to do so and just come up in your own time. But if time is moving for you and you're going on to the other things, allowing your breath to deepen. And feeling contact of body with the earth. And letting your breath settle into its natural rhythm. Then starting to move fingers, toes, and the head from side to side. And eyes still shut. You then bend knees and roll over to the right hand side for a few resting breaths. And then, when you're ready to, coming up and into sitting again. And arriving in sitting, hands resting on the lap, or else coming back to one of the mudras you were using earlier. And allowing your eyes to shut. And feeling the body receiving your breath. After you breathe out, note how the new breath enters into the body. And allowing yourself to open up the mind, the body, to truly receive, to let that new breath in. And hands coming together up to the heart into prayer. And for practice intention you made to the flow of life within you, outside of you. Bowing the head forwards into the heart. And then eyes opening again and letting go of the practice. Thank you.